and welcome to my channel. My name is Kylie Ray. Ray is for my daughter. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you stick around, like, and subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your endless love and support. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so as you can see before us, I have a Beetles gel extension nail kit, and it is a GEL-X set, and so I wanted to get it. It was off of Amazon. It wasn't very expensive at all. I actually got it on like a mega sale, and I believe initially I had only paid like $16, and then this was a while ago though, so I did recheck the price now, and it is about 18 bucks. I'll throw it up here on the screen. So I don't know if you guys can see the original price, but this was, I guess, originally priced at around $50. And it does come with quite a few tools and like 240 pieces of like the nail extensions. So that is quite a bit of product. So it shows you right here on the side like what it all comes with. So the nail glue, the nail lamp, nail tips, 240 pieces, a tool which is like to cut the nail tips, and then it tells you what we got here. So we got the medium coffin nail tips. And the thing about this set is it is matte, so the nail tips do not need to be filed at all. They are in fact already, I guess, what do you call it, like etched, I suppose. Okay, so when we go ahead and open up the box, first thing that I can see is the application guide. And again, you can look over this on your own time, or you can pause the video, but I am going to show you the steps that I take in order to apply the GEL-X nail tips. As you can see, again, 240 pieces, 15 sizes, full cover, full matte. And that is really what we're testing out here, is the matte, because I have in fact used the Beetles GEL-X nail kits before, but that is just like an additional thing. So I did get the set that came with the little tool, so this is in order to like trim the nail tips if you want like them shorter or whatever else. And I did go ahead and bring out my other tool just to compare it with this one. The Beetles one was a little bit bulkier, but it also did seem more sturdy, so that was nice as well. I didn't actually go ahead and use any of that because I didn't want to trim the nails this time around, but it is there for an option. And then it did come with a nail file, 100, 180 grit, which was nice. So I did go ahead and utilize that. And then we're going to go ahead and open up the rest of the items here, which is a UV nail lamp. Something I did want to point out, but it is not that big of a deal, is this set doesn't come with like one of those little wall plugs. So just keep that in mind if you realize you get the set and you don't have like a spare wall plug to plug the USB in. Well, then you're SOL, I guess, because I don't know what you're going to do. But yeah, so I had to go and find one that wasn't being used, which again, like, it's not too big of a deal. It did come with a nail glue, which was nice, and then obviously the little UV lamp, and then the cord. So just before we get started with the application, I did want to just throw out all the items so that way you can see what all does come with the set. And again, I think for the set costing $50 initially without the discount, it should come with a wall plug. Like, I really do. I don't know what other people's thoughts are, but I think it should at least come with one. This lamp I do really like. I did do a test model ones versus the Beetles kit, and I did like the Beetles UV lamp a lot more than the model ones. That being because it is like a sensor, so you just stick your finger underneath the lamp and it automatically just turns on. Whereas the model ones, you had to push a button, and it was just a pain trying to hold pressure on the nail all while you're trying to push a button. And I know that some people are like, oh, just push the button first, but I tend to forget, and so yeah, it was just a pain. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just take out all of the sizes and look at them. One, because I want to see what all sizes they have when it says 15. but also because I want to measure my nails before I place them on, of course. And so I just want to see which options they have. So right off the bat, I noticed that they have like half sizes in a few of them, which is really nice. I've never seen one that actually did that before. I think that option is really cool because actually I do tend to be in between sizes in a few of my nails. So we will see what these ones are like. I do know that normally when I do Beetles, they run a little bit bigger, so I have to go down a size. So right off the bat, just looking at the nail itself and seeing that yes, it is pre-etched and or called matte. And I do love how flexible the cuticle is, and as always, most tips are a lot stronger at the end. Yeah, like I really do love the feel of this too. Like the matte is really nice. They did a really good job of creating these. And then also when just placing them on the nail, they fit and feel very nice. They're not heavy. They don't feel like they're bulky at all. And again, because that cuticle area is flexible, it just fits naturally. Like it does fit really well. I don't know how else to explain it. Real quick, in case you guys are thinking it as well, I know that I need some lotion. Oh my gosh, kind of embarrassing. My hands are so dry. It has been, as you guys know, I have been MIA just a little bit, and so it's been crazy. So honestly, like last thing on my mind is putting lotion on my hands. So just bear with me, and sorry about that. Real quickly, so like I said, I wanted to just go over measuring some nails. You want to make sure that you're not applying pressure when you're setting it on top of your nail bed. That's because if you are applying pressure, well, it's gonna feel really tight on your nail, like when you actually adhere it to your nail with the nail glue. So you just want to set it on top, and you're making sure it's sidewall to sidewall. It's covering your natural nail all like fully. It's not peeking out from underneath or anything. And then again, like I said, don't apply pressure. You're just setting it on top. Okay, so normally there's a 10 and a 9 in most GEL-X kits. This one came with a 10 and a 9.5 and a 9, but like I said, I'm normally a 10. I'm gonna try the 9.5 just to see if that makes a difference. Just to see, like, because you know they do run a little bit bigger. And okay, so I did notice that the 9.5 is a little bit too big on the side, so I am gonna go ahead and try the 10. And like I said, I normally am a 10, so yeah, I do believe that the 10 fit a little bit better, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that one. I just believe the 9.5, it was just a little bit hanging over on the ends there. So just make sure to really place that nail down and then look all over the nail, making sure it's covering the entire nail. And then even on the side there. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and use my peel off base coat. I did get a code with Makartt, so I am going to put that down below if you guys want to save some money. And if you use my code in advance, thank you so much. So I know a lot of people use the Jello peel off, the one that just came out, and I've yet to use that, but I do want to try it. But for now, I'm going to use my go-to. So this is the Makartt Peel Off base. It works super well. I do highly recommend this. Okay, so I went ahead, like I said, and measured all my nails, as you saw a little bit before that, and I did put on my peel-off base coat, which is why my left hand has a very shiny glare to it. But before we get started, I did want to say that a lot of these nail tips, they always have that little extra like hangnail type thing. So I am going to go ahead and utilize that nail file that they have provided in the kit. And I'm just going to go ahead and file those off ahead of time. I like to do that beforehand. I just find it a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I am using the less rough side, which would be the 150. Okay, so they are all filed, and the tips, so the edge of the free edge is filed, and it's not sharp or anything, no hangnails. So we're going to go ahead and apply. So I'm going to take the nail glue that was provided in the kit. I will say that I've never really noticed a difference in nail glues with different variety of kits. I've never been like, oh, there's one that really stands out to me. Let me know in the comments down below if you do, because I'm more than willing to try it out. But then again, I do use the peel off base, so I don't have them on for that long. I do want to apologize if you hear a cute little voice. That is my daughter. She's like the best thing ever. So I do watch her, all the time. So if you hear her, because she's under 5, that is why. So I apologize, but she does love seeing me do nails. And yeah, I like being able to experience this with her as well. So real quickly, I am adding that nail glue to the nail. You want to put a little glob towards the back. Try not to concentrate it too much though. You don't want it squeezing out the back when you're applying it with the cuticle. So again, you are concentrating it towards the back, but don't put too much of a glob. And then you are going to apply it from the back moving forward, like the downward pressure. And what you're going to do is you're going to see the actual glue like extend all the way to the end of your nails, like your natural nails. And you're going to kind of let it pressure so that way it doesn't keep going. And then you're going to stick it underneath the lamp. And the reason you're going to let go of the pressure when it gets to the end of your natural nail there is because if you look underneath the nail, you'd be able to see a whole bunch of glue. So just make sure to stop before that. Okay, so again, real fast, I'm going to apply a glob of glue, and then I'm going to take that nail, flip it over, and again, we are concentrating that end to the back of the cuticle. And then I did actually want to show you guys real quickly, if you remove the nail like this, like I just did, you want to clean it up. So I'll show you like how to fix it. So as you can see right there, you're able to do that. Like you can reapply just like that, clean it up on the side. But if you want to take it off completely, then I would recommend cleaning the entire thing. So the steps to what to do if you do mess up. So for instance, if you have like a giant air bubble and you notice that it didn't adhere correctly, or the glue itself was just all over the place, then take that nail off before you even put it under the UV lamp. Take a lint-free wipe and isopropyl alcohol and just wipe it all off. Make sure you really clean that entire surface, so the underneath and as well as your natural nail, so you don't want any residue. So now we're starting over. So again, I'm going to reapply a glob of the nail glue towards the back of the nail. And again, we're going to concentrate that nail to the back of the cuticle, and then we're going to apply the pressure forward. So as you could see right there, you could see the thing moving, like the glue moving underneath when it was covering it. And I stopped before it got to the end of my natural nail. So that's what you're trying to do, so that way you don't have all that extra glue underneath. Once you stop applying pressure towards like the front end, so that way the glue doesn't keep going off the edge of your natural nail, you are going to hold the pressure of the nail on the back portion, and that's because obviously you want it to stay there so you don't have any air bubbles when you're going to put it under the UV lamp. I hope that makes sense. It is kind of confusing. So per instruction, it does say to cure under this mini lamp for 60 to 90 seconds. I do about 30 seconds, and then I actually put it under my main UV lamp for 60 to 90 seconds. So I just flash cure. Okay, so all said and done, they are all on. I had already applied them all, and you can see that they look really good. I think that matte pre-etched nail, oh my goodness, I think it's going to save me a lot of time, honestly. Not just that, I feel like they're like, I mean, I might just be going crazy, but I feel like they're less bulky and they just blend so well. So anyway, this is what they look like before I add the base coat or anything like that. I did want to show you guys what it looks like from the side, so you can see the curvature or like the apex, like the little bump there. And so they're not like really curved, which I like. And again, I'm just showing you, if you wanted to trim the nails, that is what you would be using that tool for, but I do not want to do that with these. I really do enjoy the length and the shape. So those are the medium coffins. My thoughts on the little flash cure lamp, I do like the shape of it. I think that little like curvature of the bottom helps a lot, and that it is in fact motion censored. So we're moving right into adding the base coat again with the base coat, and you know, the fact that these are pre-etched already, so it's saving me a lot of time. I am going to make sure that I use a generous amount. You want to cover the entire nail, please do not try to skip on this part. And you know, it just, like I said before, if you do that, it's not going to make the colored polish like smooth. You're gonna see it. So I am gonna go in with a nude jelly type color. It's from Beetles. It's A256, and this color is super pretty. It's like I said, it's a nude, but it's kind of almost like a little bit opaque. So I went ahead and used 2 coats of it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like. Honestly, I think like if you were to just put 2 coats of this color on, you could leave your nails like that. It would look really pretty. But I'm pretty basic. I'm not going to lie, I could be pretty basic. So I guess that's kind of why I think that that's really pretty. It's just like a natural color. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that to all of the nails, and then I will let you guys know what we're going to do next. Okay, so I'm finishing up that first coat of A256, and this is what it looks like. As I said, you can see through it quite a bit. So I went ahead and I'm going to add another coat, so second layer. Make sure you guys are curing after each layer. Cure for the full 30 to 45 seconds. You just want to make sure it's fully dry. And then this is what it looks like with the second coat. You can see that middle finger, it's getting a little bit thicker and you're not being able to see through it as well. But yeah, it is so pretty. This is what it looks like after I do the second coat on all of the nails. I think it's beautiful. Like I said, I'm basic. I would totally leave it like this. Of course, after I did the top coat and whatever else. But we are going to do a little bit of design. So this is going to be a beginner-friendly nail art tutorial. So if you would like to stay tuned for that, then that's what we're going to be doing. So firstly, if you watch my other videos, you know I wing these nail tutorials as far as like the nail art goes. So I decided I'm going to use some chrome powder today. So I'm going to go ahead and take these little applicators. I actually got these off of Temu, I believe. They were very cheap and affordable. So I went ahead and got some off of there. And this is just like the regular, I think this is the Born Pretty chrome powder. Actually, I think I take that back. Okay, I'll look for it and I'll put it on my Amazon storefront, but I do know I already have like the Born Pretty ones on there. I'm going to go ahead and just stick with the 2 fingers here for the chrome. I almost did the pinky and I was like, oh, actually I'm just going to stop and not do that. So I'm going to add some nail art now. Okay, so I actually live near DC area, so the cherry blossoms were in bloom a while ago. They were so pretty, and I was having like a life crisis with my daughter and myself, and so I didn't get a chance to go around and create a cherry blossom set. So that is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm using the Kolinsky brush. It is a size double zero, very, very thin brush, and I'm just going to use that for the little branches. And then for the brown here, I use 0957, and it is from Model 1, so I do have a code with them as well. It will be linked down below. So I'm going to go ahead and apply quite a bit of product to my brush. It is a thin brush, so you just want to apply like a small amount of pressure towards the top where the branch would like kind of, I guess, fade out. And then, you know, you can apply a little bit more pressure towards the bottom where the branch would get thicker. So I'm going to go ahead and just add some little lines here to create the branches. I did consider putting the chrome powder on all of the nails and then doing the cherry blossom design on top of it, but I kind of wanted that pretty like nude color to just shine through a little bit more because I really did like that color. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on adding the branches, and again, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is like very basic, and at the same time, it's beginner friendly. It doesn't have to be very detailed. This is just like kind of like, I don't know, I guess like, you know, when you do art and it's like, it just like mimics it, but it's not like really detailed. That's what we're going for here. Alright, so the branches are all done on 3 of the nails, and we're going to go ahead and add some of the cherry blossoms. So I'm using 676, and 89, and these are actually both from MELODYSUSIE. I did get a PR package with them, and I also wanted to add 172. I do believe that I use more of the first two colors than the third, but I went ahead and put them down anyway. They are all really, really, really pretty. So this is also a Kolinsky brush. It's really fluffy, and honestly, I think I ruined the brush initially by, I don't know, I guess being too harsh or not cleaning it correctly. So I still use it though because I use it for like fluffy work, as far as like flowers and just kind of like dispersing the color. So just so you know, tip there, if you mess up a brush, I'm sure you can find a use for it somehow. So I'm going to go ahead and just add little dots everywhere for the blossoms, and then I'm going to add some out of the other colors as well. Be sure to cure after each detail, so cure for 30 seconds after you do the branches, and then I cured again after I did the first color for the blossoms, and then again I cured again for the second color. So just continue to cure and cure and cure, and that's just so you can lock in those colors and not mess up. So this is what they all look like so far. I am going to add some gems, and I was debating what kind of gems I wanted to add because the gems that I got from Temu in that giant set there, they don't have different sizes. It's like one size, and it looked a little bit funny, but I went ahead and went with it anyway. And after applying the top coat and curing for the full 120, this is what the final nails look like. I think they turned out so cute. Again, beginner friendly, super simple, super easy to create. The chrome, I think, takes it to the next level, and I love how I decided to just do it on two of the nails so it wasn't like too much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stick around till the end to see them in natural light. I think they look so good. I hope this helped you guys and it was beginner friendly enough for you to follow along. Again, like and subscribe and stick around on my channel. And thank you so much if you're a returning subscriber. Okay, you guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.